At this point, I'm yapping. I don't know what I'm yapping, but all right, I'll just continue yapping, okay? Think of this is my mic. So today's video is gonna be about the hill that I will die on. Is gonna be the fact that everyone here needs a online presence, an online brand or social media or whatever. Now, before all of you come to me, listen up. I'll give you my life story. I'll give you what has like benefited me, and then reasons why that you should be doing it. So I started with a YouTube fan page of Taylor Swift, and it has around 8.4k subscribers right now on YouTube. And I don't really post, I just posted it for like 2 years there. And there were a bunch of videos that went viral. Obviously, I got a lot of copyright strikes as well, because usually those are all the edits of Taylor Swift and the songs that we're using. So you can't monetize that channel at all. And it was my first time getting into the social media area, so I posted this one edit, and the next day it got 2000 views on shorts, and I was like, oh my god, I was in 12th grade. It's a big deal, like, oh my god, like 2000 people have watched this, even though they have scrolled past. I think the feeling that you should always have when you're doing social media is to just appreciate that, okay, there are 4000 people who have watched it, or like 5000 people, because it does become a number game at one point. But that's the only way I keep myself motivated, is what I'm saying. So I started with that, and from there I met a lot of other creators who also had like similar Taylor Swift page, and one of them who became a really good friend of mine, and we started a Shopify brand together, like store together, where we used to sell Taylor Swift merch and we used to market it on our YouTube page. That did not make much money, if I'm saying honestly. It just made like around 1000 rupees, and it was just for a week or two. Like the setup took me a month, and then I hate marketing. Like I genuinely just, it's so tiring to get clients and sales, right? So I was like, I can't do this. I either wanted automated. So I got a GST number, and we were planning to register and everything, but it just kind of fell flat, and that's okay. But the thing is, I got experience. I got from starting how to create edits. So I used InShot as an app where you just add pictures together and put a song. That's all I did, okay? And that's all you need to do. Like, you don't need to know heavy editing. You can just learn it on the go. Or even if you don't learn it, there are like, you can just go on YouTube and search. There are like so many channels and so many videos that have millions of views and do not require much editing. So if you want to start something and you're just scared because you don't know editing and you're not starting, then that's wrong. Just do it anyways. All right. Second thing, so after starting YouTube, I wanted to monetize it, but obviously since it could not be monetized, I thought, okay, let's switch to Instagram. And by that time I was kind of fed up of Taylor Swift content. Like, I like Taylor Swift and I love Taylor Swift, all right, but I'm also the person who cannot be obsessed with just one thing, all right. I cannot make that one thing my entire stuff that I talk about. There's like, simultaneously I'm doing multiple stuff. So I really like reading books, and I started reading books like when I was in like 5th 6th grade, all right. So when I was like really young, and although I'm not saying that I'll read like 200 books a year or anything like that, but I read books, and that is something that happens to me naturally. I don't have to force it. So even if it's reading one book in a year or two books in 4 years, it does not matter. But I know for a fact that I will read book, or I will consume like media. Movies are also like a good thing, so I'm pretty sure everyone here watches movie. If you don't read a book, you watch movies, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like, you can choose anything that you like doing. So I like reading books, and I was like, this is something that I will be doing. And I started to I started an Instagram page, which now has 600,000. I wish, but it has 60k followers, and it is actually declining. The followers are actually declining right now, because I keep changing the format, and when you change the format, you gain followers quickly. But right now, I want it to be very just book specific, and everything else on my other Instagram page, which I've started for this. So I have 60k followers there, and you learn a couple of things when you be on social media. You first steal, then you copy, then you create, and then you understand, and then you develop new ideas, all right. So so what happened when I created my Instagram, I got connected with people who would give me like free books, or they would pay me to do a review or something like that. I got two let's say two, like I had to post like 2 reels and I got paid for that. Now I want you to think and like comprehend this. Imagine you're getting paid X amount of rupees for just posting 1 reel on your social media. My entire purpose of starting social media was because during my exams everyone scrolls reels, right? So I was like, instead of being the one who is scrolling the reels, why not I make the reels and people scroll, and it'll just make me feel happy ki yay, I am doing something productive, even though like I'm just making reels, all right. And if you're shy and if you're like you don't want to be in front of camera, that's fine. I mean, my pages till now have been faceless. Right now I'm in, so when you start a page you're gonna be very 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 embarrassed, like trust me. This is something that I'm going through right now. So all the social media pages that I had started were faceless. So it was either books or Taylor Swift. So I never really had to show my face. It was just edits. No one would know. And once I reached like a decent amount of followers, I used to be like, yeah, that's my page. Yeah, check it out. But right now it's like, when you're sitting in front of a camera and you're talking, it's kind of like you're vulnerable in a way that you're just like, okay, I'm here, and yeah, I mean, that is it. So I've been having the log kya kahenge syndrome, all right, and it's gonna be there. You're gonna be embarrassed, you're gonna be really shy, you're gonna be like, what am I doing, why am I doing, I don't want to do this. But here's the thing, you do it either way, because the advantage right now, so this is like my history, right? The advantage of having social media or any kind of brand presence in today's world is that, every kind of speech and essay that you write starts with the in today's digital world. So we use the word digital. So even if you're doing like great things out there in the offline world, which is like really cool, I think it does not hurt you to have an online presence as well for yourself. So anything that you do, you can post about it. So if you don't want to show face, maybe start a faceless channel. If you don't like the video format at all, you could start writing on Medium, or you could start writing on LinkedIn if you want like a professional kind of stuff. There are so many variety of content platforms out there and content ideas. Like you could choose the most random. I mean, the biggest question that everyone has, but I don't have anything which I really like, okay, you like sleeping, you could just talk about sleep. Like I am sure you could just sit and talk. You don't even have to show your face, you could just voice record it, or like put an AI text and just make the AI speak, whatever. You could just be like, today this is what I dreamt, and this is how I slept, and I had like a bad sleep, and I wanted a good sleep, I slept late, I woke up early, whatever. You could talk about that and it would get views. Like you can choose the most random and the most specific thing out there, and you would get views and you will be able to build your brand. Because here's the thing, every one of us, like most of us, are gonna go work. I got 3 internships out of nowhere, just because I had my social media page. So when I was applying to social media, so a decent social media internship can pay you around 10K a month, all right. So, and social media does not happen in a week. If you're expecting to go viral, like it took me 12th to, let's say, now that I'm in my 4th year, so it took me 6 years, all right. And it does not have to take this long as well, but you could just do it quickly. And usually I would say give yourself a year, stick to it, and if it does not work out, then change it up. But usually in a year you'll be able to see like a really good response. So here's the thing, what happens, I have like a decently okayish following, and this helped me get a lot of internships. Like I did 3 social media internships, all of them, the only thing I wrote there was like, I have my own page of 60K followers. And that is a huge thing, because what do people want when they are hiring a social media manager? Something that they know it might work for them. And when you know somebody who already has like built an audience for themselves, you can expect them to know something, all right. Rest all you need to have like a willing to learn attitude and everything. So when you start your journey on social media, there are a lot of things that you might not know, all right, and you don't need to know it at all. Like I'm pretty sure right now there are 101 things that I'm doing wrong, but if I know one thing, right, start with that one thing and you'll learn the rest. You don't have to worry, okay, I don't know this, I don't know that, how will I do this, how will I do that? Nothing. You don't need to know shit. You could just start and you'll go viral. And this is like the hill that I will die on. Like every person who is close to me will hear me say ki have your own social media, have a brand, start posting online. Because irrespective of whatever, being popular or gaining popularity or helping it in your helping in your professional life, the biggest thing that you find is a similar tribe of people. You find a group of people who think similarly to you, who have like a similar beliefs that you have, and they think in a similar way, and it helps form like a sense of community, which is a sweet thing. Imagine that you have like a bunch of friends online who think the way you think, and mostly, and they also anticipate the things that you put out, and it's just a nice feeling to have, right? So there are like humongous advantages, and I'm not saying that everyone needs to be a YouTuber, or everyone needs to be like an Instagrammer or whatever. There's LinkedIn, there is Medium, there's Quora, there is Reddit, there is Twitch, there is Discord. There's like live streaming on Discord as well, faceless format and everything. You want to go, you're going to blog and stuff, you can do anything. And I'm pretty sure there's like much more. There's Tumblr. I mean, there are like so many platforms and so many variety of platforms, so you could just pick. This is the hill that I'll die on, that you need to be on social media. There's like a incident that I'll tell you. So there was a YouTuber or like an Instagrammer whose story that I saw randomly, and she was talking about how she wanted to get an Airbnb place. She was not based out of India, by the way, but still. So she wanted to get an Airbnb place, and it was expensive. So her friend asked them and contacted them, and they did not reduce the discount. They didn't give any discounts as such. And when she has like a social media following and everything, so she contacted them, and they gave her a flat 50% off, and like maybe extra conditions as well to make a reel or post about it. But imagine, this like digital currency is real, and it will help you like going forward. Like, you could just get free books. Like, I have gotten all of the books. Most of the books that I own are free. Like, this is small thing. Like, it might be just 3K worth of stuff, but yeah, you get stuff for free. You probably use it, or you give it away to people who you know who might use it, and it's just helpful. All right, I hope this convinced you, because I know for sure that today, if you start, like, if anyone's watching this and you want to start a social media, comment down below which platform you're starting, which ID of that platform it is, and trust me, I'll follow you. Like, I'll be the first person who follows, all right, and I'll be the first person who comments. So do that today. Start posting, start interacting, start just start building something that might be helpful for you. And you don't have to force yourself as well. Like, sometimes you're just genuinely not interested, all right, genuinely not interested. If you are that amount, that person, it's okay. But even if you have like a tiny bit of curiosity, okay, maybe let's try. There's no harm in trying, all right. It takes 1 hour to schedule a video for like a week, all right. So that's all you need to do. Sit down, take any random topic. You don't even have to be interested in it. So for example, like let's say you're F1 racing, all right, you could just make edits on F1 races. There's so many templates out there free that you could use, and you just have to put images in them, and that's it. All right, start small, and you could see yourself growing. All right. Fitness, if you wanna play tough.